Can you hear me? What on earth? Why is the microphone not on? Okay, now my lips are moving. Can you hear me? We can hear you now. Okay, thank you very much. It's good to know that. Does everything look and sound just fine? Audio is good, that is good. No visual glitches. No pesky dating sim characters are involved and ruining things. Everything seems good. Well, that's just wonderful. Calling it early, SpookBox trying to prove her evil accidentally gets a good ending right away. I swear to Satan if that happens. You made it? Oh, hello. You made it. Oh, hello, Sky Cloud Lord. Very nice of you to join us. Hello, everyone. It is not... I made something. Oh, hello, Emperor's new podcast. You made something. What may that be? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a story. Oh, you made it, I see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I would love to welcome you to another installment of this stream. Oh, the Emperor has figured out how to weaponize podcasts. Oh no, that may be unfortunate. I hope you've all enjoyed all of the content that I've created over the past couple years for this channel. It has been an enjoyable time, but there's something I've noticed. I've noticed that some of you are doubting exactly how evil I can be. As, of course, I am Miss SpookBox 8, the evil horror doppelganger of Miss Jukebox 8. That's probably nothing to worry about. I've heard some concerns that I have not been doing anything particularly evil lately. And you know what? I'm inclined to agree. Sure, all of these dating sims and Mega Mans and Darkstalkers, they're all just fine and dandy. But I require something more sinister, something terrible and unforgivable. So I have a game that somebody has recommended to me where I have to do possibly the worst thing that villain can do, and well, not the worst thing, but like the most traditional worst thing. Great. Oh, and of course, the even worse thing is I'm getting freaking skipped frames? Are you shitting me? I thought that this... I thought that Jukebox had fixed that issue. I'll have to punish her for that at a later time. Go on, be evil, we'll see where you end up. Oh, I plan on it. I intend to. Okay, is everything okay visually? Is there any buffering or skipped frames still that you can notice? Is everything just fine? Didn't notice any skipped frames. Perhaps it was a false alarm. Punishment from SpookBox. Oh boy. Yes! Lots of terrible, horrible punishment. Much worse than whatever you're thinking of. It's all good. Alright. Well, let us begin this quest. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. I am no hero.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
That is what I've gathered.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It says that there was 25% of skipped frames, but if that's not a problem. Anyway, yes, I'm here to slay the princess. There's nothing else I'd rather do. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I mean, that's a very valid reason. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay, so, so Spooky, your evil plan is to save the world. Look, if the world ends, then there's not a lot more evil things that I can do. That's not good for me either. I still get the short end of the stick in that situation. Yeah, exactly, Rowdy. You understand me. You are one of the only people that understands me. Let me see. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
That's reasonable. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going... I want to figure out about this.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay,
Nevertheless,
that's fair.
Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
You know, the narrator for this kind of sounds like Crocomancer. Is anybody else hearing that? Did anybody else see our Mega Man Battle Network? He and Jukebox's Mega Man Battle Network streams?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Legitimately haven't seen this game before. Me neither. I've only seen the trailer for it.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
That's fair.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I have experience trying to slay eggs, yes. Just look at Jukebox. Hey, this narrator is from the Magnus Archive. I'll take that comparison happily. Oh, really? Is it because they're both British? Said the person who hasn't heard Croak speak. It's like the intonation, like the rhythms of their manner of speaking. It seems similar. Go back and watch those VODs from Mega Man Battle Network, and you may understand. Crocomancer fused with the narrator from the Stanley Parable. I did also get Parable vibes. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? No. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Even better than that, okay. Well, okay. Let's kill the person.
Spirit.
Let's kill the princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
It looks like a very nice cabin.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah, that's what they always do,
We're not
isn't
gonna
it?
go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, not me. Speak for yourself.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Go back to the cabin, yes. It's an embarrassing picture of Jukebox at the Christmas party. You can use that as blackmail.
The
Oh,
interior
delightful!
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That seems awfully
the blade
convenient.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, of course. Take the blade. Why
You
not?
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, maybe we could, like, punch her to death or something. Yes, let's go to the basement. Let's go into the basement and kill ourselves a princess.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
It does quite sound like the Magnus
This
Archives,
is an oppressive place.
from what I've heard
The
of it.
air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, see, this is
Her
I'm.
voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, what?
Who's there?
She sounds
Hi, I'm
dangerous.
SpookBox. I'm going to kill
It's
you.
almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Well, yes, I can't really very easily kill you without doing
Wait.
that.
You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
You walk
obviously.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Wonderful. This is going to be easy.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Well, threat to the world or not, I'm still killing
Focus
her.
on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What, do I look like someone who jokes about stuff like that? What? No way, why would you even think, what? No way, why'd you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Yeah, no, it wasn't a joke. I'm here to do it.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
No thank you. The last time I tried to give someone a chance to talk things out, I got locked in a cupboard for 11 months. I'm not doing that again.
What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
No, I don't want to talk to her.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Screw this guy. He sounds like a loser. No, we're doing it.
You ignore
Kill
the
him.
trembling in your hands and tighten
Kill her, I mean.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
No, I'm not scared of anyone. I'm the scary one here.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Well, it's kind of in the title of the game. I assumed I'd be able to.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, that's fair, but I like knives.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I gotta be honest, you're just making me more
She's
curious.
armed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to kill her. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give
Yeah,
way.
okay, yep,
look
there
down
we
to
go.
see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
That was easy. This is going to be a short stream.
Oh,
Yes.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, I should hope so.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Why knives? I love knives, but she's changed for a reason. Why not a halberd? Maybe it's a special knife.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Well, I mean, I did before you said that.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely
By the way,
believes
there's a
herself
warning for
to be
blood. I
alive
probably should have
and
given a
well.
warning for that, but, you know.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
We did it! We killed the
But
princess!
is it over? Really over?
I think so. Yeah. She looks pretty dead to me.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
That
Why do
was
I feel like we've done something terrible?
that felt too easy.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
I don't feel bad
But
about
it
it.
was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Is that
But
the
that
end?
day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Is it over?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Well, that seems like it wasn't supposed to happen.
What happened?
Am I in another
Everyone
void?
is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Are you sure, Mr. Narrator? Yes, that's bullshit. Let me out of
What's
here.
done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time.
What, so I'm just stuck here in this cabin forever? What happens if I jump out
This is
of
what's
the...
best for everyone.
Trust me.
If I, like, jump out of it, will I just fall into nothingness forever?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
This sucks.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I hope not. Hell no, do you have any idea how to get out of here?
But you're probably not going to like it.
What, do we jump?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
What, we're going to kill ourselves?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yes, your reward narration telling you you're happy. Well, that's boring. I could get that from a self-help app or something. And yes, and what about food and water? We still need those. I'm a demon.
He's right. It's the only way out.
I have to figure out how to avoid the void like dominoes. Wait, that's not right. No, of course not. That's a Pizza Hut thing.
Do you hear that?
I think, right?
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
It doesn't seem great.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
All right,
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's not the kind of that's not the kind of thing I'm into.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yes, I suppose it is. Like, almost like the void that I am stuck in right now. And have been for a couple of years. But this is even worse because I don't even get to turn to a cute anime girl.
I know this is out there, but trust me,
I'm a terrifying anime girl. I'm not cute.
Work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. Now you're cute. No, I am not cute. I promise you. I'm evil, and I just killed a princess. That's not cute at all. Did you not see that? I stabbed her with the knife, and it was blood. Hyper-realistic blood. I guess I'll do this one.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
I mean...
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
I did the...
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh, we're going down there. Spook is baby girl coded? What does that even mean? I have a chemical imbalance, Spook. I want scary women to stab me. I think you're experiencing the tsundere effect. Denying your cuteness in practice makes you cuter. But they said killing the princess was for the greater good. How is that evil? Is not a you are all confusing my emotions. I'm not cute. I'm evil and I mean, if you really want me to stab you, then I guess I can do that for legal reasons. I miss Jukebox 8. Ivy Munger, the real person, cannot say that. I can have to say that you are not going to be stabbed. But SpookBox, the person, it's not that person who just said that. I don't even know who that is. I'm not baby girl. I'm not baby girl. I'm gonna go to the basement
Princess's body is
and
dust
there's a
bones,
corpse.
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
She decomposed
You
fast.
pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh, right, that's what we're doing.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2, the Spectre. Oh, it's going on. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wait, what?
You're here to
Again?
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huh? But I killed myself.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's
What?
fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice the cold, not the hero? What? Sorry. So you've tried to save the world and have convinced chat that you are a cute baby girl. This is going better than I could have expected. Well, congrats on dodging the good ending. See, I dodged the good ending. That means I'm not good, and I'm not baby girl, and I'm not whatever you think I am.
Insist that this has happened before. At least your heart's in the right place.
No, it's not. Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Is this a multiverse thing? I'm getting
Died
sick of
last
the
time.
multiverse.
It probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Yes, that's
Well,
about
if
what
you
happened.
killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, what happened?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Wait, the cold and the hero are two different characters now. So there's
Yes,
two
but
voices.
in this purely hypothetical
No, this.
scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Did we get isekai'd into the same world,
If you failed
but
to slay the
different?
princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh, can we kill the narrator? I'd love to kill the narrator.
Just stay focused, will you?
Oh, all right. Well, let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Well, yes, if anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. Last time around her, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that in the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? I want to know all of this, to be honest.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
I really like how this wobbles. You should develop a pitch relationship with the princess. What is this pitch relationship that you require, or that you are talking about? Not require. Just a heads up: the explore options don't advance the conversation. It's always safe to pick those. That's good to know. I kind of picked that up.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her. After all,
So I can just say as many of
You're
these as
going to
possible.
find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
I don't trust
Well,
you.
that's exactly what we're afraid
Mr.
of.
Stanley Parable.
Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
But you join together and pitch ideas to get funding. What is this, like a business relationship you're proposing?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
What? Explain to me how this end of the world is happening.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
The story lacks quite a lot of world building. Finally here. Hello, Nuclear Raven. I already killed the princess, but now I guess it's happening again.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Spook, you need to read that webcomic I told you about. Oh, right. You did mention something called Homes Tuck. Is that what these pitch relationships are in that you're referring to?
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
of course we're special.
Yes, that's exactly what my mother told me. I think. I haven't seen her in a very long time. Anyway.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Alright,
Now,
I
if
guess
you don't
we'll
mind,
kill the
whole
princess
world
again.
is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Do demons have mothers? Yes, of course they do. At least some of them do. I did. I've known a couple that did. Mine didn't stick around for very long, but whatever. We're killing a princess. This doesn't matter. We're going to the cabin. We're going to kill a princess.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Yes,
and
she'll
will do
lie,
everything
cheat,
in her power to stop
steal,
you from
and
slaying.
survive, and whatever
Don't believe a
that thing
word she
from the
says.
Roman Torchwick.
She won't be a problem.
Go, cabin, kill the princess.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
Was that mirror there
Cobwebs
before?
flutter in the corners. You can hear wind
I don't-
whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
I don't think the wallpaper was
The only
here.
furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
But do you want to talk about your mother? No, I want to kill the princess.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. You killed her already.
Alright, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Yes, what's up
That's
with that?
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
But have you heard my man? Have you ever heard my man Sigmund Spook? He'd have some stuff to talk about in regards to your mother. Oh, Sigmund Freud! I've met that guy. He's an asshole.
There's definitely
He's definitely in hell, by the way. I just want you all to know that.
There isn't.
Yeah, no, the mirror is right there. What are you
Let's just go into
talking
the
about?
basement and find her body, so we can be done with this.
Also, Nuclear Raven says you should let her kill you this time, I think. Trust me. Maybe. We'll see. What is
Walk
in the
up to the
mirror?
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror right in front of me. Am I a vampire? Do I...
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
Why do I have claws?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Why do I have claws? Question, are you from, like, Christian hell? Kind of. It's complicated. I'm, like, from a vague amalgamation of, like, a bunch of different concepts of hell. There's, like, a bit from everything in there. If Sigmund is in hell, then all is right in the underworld.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend.
Well, you'd think that, but he's
Clearly,
just very annoying hearing him talk. Anyway. Okay, well, this whole cabin is different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
I'm being gaslit by this narrator, and I don't appreciate it.
Lots riding on this.
You know what? No, I'm gonna not take the blade this time.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You seem different
The
when you
room
say that.
below is silent. Nobody's here, naturally.
Are you sure?
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
So was the narrator gaslighting you from the start? It just started now. Maybe.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
See? Oh, he's already killed the princess.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
So, can we go home now?
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
What?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Oh. Hello.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
You look even prettier than last time, to be honest.
Ghost!
Alright, Shaggy Rogers. What?
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
How do you do your eyeliner?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hi,
I
Princess.
was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
I mean, I understand that. I mean, I did kill you.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down.
Oh, there's the scar
She
from where I
circles.
killed you last time.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
But see,
So she
Spooky,
has a
you can be
body.
cute and scary. Well,
And she's
yes,
right
but
there.
I'm not.
We could probably grab her
That.
and kill her again.
Whatever.
If we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Voice of the Cold, I don't think you understand exactly how this ghost thing works. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see how this
I
works.
see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Yeah, I left it up there.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Not really.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Excuse me? See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened, we killed
Yes,
her.
obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now.
There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
You should try to apologize to the ghost, but I'm not sorry, though, is the thing.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
Also, there's been some visual glitching. That's weird because it didn't tell me that there was. But I guess it's giving more of a horror feeling. That's good.
There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her.
How do you expect me to do that? She's a ghost.
And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
What's more evil than apologizing without meaning it, Spook? Not apologizing. At all. I would assume.
What do you mean, after?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Yeah, it was boring.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
The voice of the cold scares... would scare a normal person. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very bad. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
But if you aren't sorry and don't apologize, then that means you're being honest. But if you aren't sorry but apologize, you're lying, which is evil. Okay, you do have a point there, actually.
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are?
What are we then?
Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Body's right there, though. You're dead.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
That's fair. I mean, I like bones. I'm a big fan of bones.
Pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
What are you talking about? Yeah, Voice of the Cold definitely could use a hug, but I don't want... Man, there's a lot of stuff right now. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot I could talk to her with. Let's see. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say, teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything. I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
It was more annoying, to be honest.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole
Ask
thing's
what she
been an
wants, I'll get to
ordeal,
that.
hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
What?
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
I mean...
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay, I see. Okay, what does she want? What do you want from me?
I just want the same thing I've always wanted. To go home. But this place won't let me go. At least,
not alone.
Uh-huh.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
Well, yeah, but then
Hasn't
the
got
world
out
will end.
and can't get out are two very different things.
That's true.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
No, I don't know about that.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't
I wasn't
let that
scared by
happen.
that at all.
It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Spook, have you considered letting crazy ghosts hitch a ride on you as an evil thing to do? No, I have not, actually. That seems like it would...
like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It doesn't.
It could be the best way to trap her for good.
I mean, is there really an option for MC now? They've got the hero and the cold now, along with the narrator. Yeah, okay, I guess I have a lot of people in my body already.
Train of thought.
This would just be temporary, right?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Uh-huh. Let her in, she's clearly evil. You can be evil buddies in there. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Okay, to be fair, I did give a lot of... I did give it a lot of thought.
Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Okay, getting down to the question, do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
I feel like your voice just got out of sync a little bit. Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
What, you don't know if you're going to leave? Even if you don't want to end the world, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
We're not asking you.
Yes, I didn't ask you.
Speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Well, do you pinky promise?
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean?
You're doing ASMR shit to my brain.
But I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different.
I guess so.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
What are you going to do if I let you...
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you.
It's
a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
I guess so.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
Well, good news, everybody. Endings aren't real. Good luck with the infinite stream spooky. No, it has to end at some point.
Answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
I know what I am and who I want. I'm Miss SpookBox 8, and I want to kill Miss Jukebox 8 and stuff. That's all I want. That's all I am, and that's all I want. Clearly. And who I want? I want Miss Jukebox 8 to die. That's what... Wait, Spook, you said you know what you are and who you want. Whatever. Well, you know, there's words. I said words, and I don't know what I've been nice to you, Spook, but the moment you try to attack Ivy, I will attack. Oh, I'm sure you will. The time will come. I swear it. How much time did you spend with my man Sigmund down there? Too much. Too much time. Why do you want to kill Miss Jukebox so badly? That's just what I do. I'm a doppelganger. I copy someone and then I try to kill them and take over their life. That's my whole deal. You know, that you should know how this works by now. Alright, sure, whatever. We'll let the princess possess me.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
I am not your friend.
What
I just want this to end.
Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
There's a lot of conflicting things. Have you ever considered trying to do anything else with your life besides killing your doppelganger? I don't understand the question. I mean that's the thing I was born to do. Why would I do something else anyway?
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Sure, in a minute, I guess. Oh, those sounds are not good.
It's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Well, you're the one piloting now.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh?
Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, it's very irritating.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Broken glass?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Where are the broken glass? I don't see any broken glass.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Well, that seems egotistical of you.
Then you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
What?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows it.
I'm setting the stage.
Everybody knows it's
The
true.
room is empty because you made
You've got to do the
spiteful,
best you
idiotic,
can
and all-round
Work out
foolish
twice
decision.
a day.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Okay, there's a lot
It's
of
okay.
noise in
We're
here.
almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
And now you've reached passive-aggressive narrator. That's what he's been this whole
Wouldn't
time.
that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
I guess we leave.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form,
How much
and
does a
clumsy
ghost
with the
weigh?
cold that still pervades them,
I'm-
stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
That's how I feel with my autism. There's too much noise. I feel you there.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
Maybe it's part of a different
I
world.
suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Why does your voice sound different now?
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Are there multiple narrators? There seems to be one narrator and a bunch of other voices in our head.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Her voice almost sounds muffled. That's true. It's like she's using a different thing. Like a different microphone.
Reach forward and mindlessly take the blade
Voices
from
sound
the
different in your head.
What do you
That's
plan to do
true.
with
That is the truth. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It could be useful. Wait, I can slay the princess again? That would just be killing myself. Whatever, we'll go forward.
Blade in hand, you continue slowly to the door,
your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the
Seriously,
door
why does our
handle,
hand look like that?
but you
What
pause
are
before you
we?
open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Oh, come
Was
on!
exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yes, let's go! We're leaving! Open the door!
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
Now where
Collapse
are
to
we?
the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Wait, why did he just get
yes?
quieter?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Common theory and conjecture says the MC is in fact a burb? A burb? What kind of burb is that? What? Anyway, okay, so is the world
So
over
we did
again?
slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Princess, did you end the world?
But what about us?
You have to
Are we
tell
just
us if
stuck
we
here
ended the
in
world.
Nowhere forever. Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
It's an ink blot test run. Oh no, not...
Okay,
It's Freud back!
Let's see if I can pop out.
Oh, there you are. Wait, oh, hitchhiker. Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Oh, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Claire.
Okay, but where is outside? Also, yes, Apocalypse runs on cop rules, I have to tell you. Exactly! You have to tell me if you ended the world.
Don't mention it.
I think this was where I meant to be.
The inky blackness of what? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her stead. A mirror?
She's gone. Where did she go?
The mirror is
Should
back?
we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how I'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Is the cold still here?
Don't bother
Oh,
looking
yeah,
for
he
her.
is.
I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
The narrator is
It is.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
Are you sure?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Ignore him. You have to look.
Mr. Cold, I don't know who you are, but I'm
begging
okay.
you, don't do this.
Okay, what's in the mirror?
It's different
The
now.
mirror never
It
scared you
feels,
before.
I don't know. Final.
No, we're looking into the mirror. You approach the mirror. What's in the reflection? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. That is not a burb! That doesn't look like any kind of burb I've ever seen. We're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Sounds familiar. Proceed to the cabin. We can just go back to the cabin. Or can we? You're at the cabin. Oh, hi, princess. Approach her. Do you know what's going on?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, it. Oh, sorry. Did not mean to misgender all of the voices in my head. Oh, yeah, what are you? I'm wondering that all of a sudden.
Solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a demon. Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What the fuck is going on? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So, were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I think it matters a little bit. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I feel like I'm reading Shakespeare. I don't understand Shakespeare. Let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here. And I too yearn to be free.
Oh great, another person wants us to free them. What?
I know only that they are.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
So what now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
What?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Is this another Monica situation? I get the feeling this is a being far beyond whatever Monica was. Welcome to Avatar Theory. I take it you're not too familiar with Hinduist metaphysics? No. No. I was sent to slay the princess, stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers
you seem to have quite a lot of complicated vocabulary. Aren't you scared they'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
A simple version: in some cosmologies and belief systems, greater beings that are far beyond humanity can't meaningfully interact with humanity or understand it as they are. Interesting. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
So they divide themselves into simple, singular beings, a series of limited perspectives that make up a larger whole. So this princess is just a part of a larger being? I'm not sure what there is to be done here. I believe that saving would be a good idea. There are many princesses somehow. Well, there are many of a lot of things. You don't have all the answers yet, just trying to set you on the right path a little. This is a lot. You get a simpler explanation before this is over, promise. How much longer will it be? I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
You're trying to fuck me up with your
You'll
words.
always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What? What do you know about boxes that I'll always come back to? I know exactly what it is to be me, and I don't need you to explain any more. What was that? What just happened? The game just crashed. Okay, I guess it didn't like me taking a screenshot. Okay, and now there's an update that I need to install. What? Well, it's a good thing that I saved just there, because the Wait, I got Undertaled. Wait, did the game crash itself on purpose? Is that what this is? Is that Wait, this is a 7 GB update? That doesn't sound right. What? What the hell? Okay, I guess that just wasn't an option that it liked. Alright, we're booting this back up again. Come on. Come on, go. Come on, load.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Yeah, hang on, I can't see, the people can't see you. Alright, yes, I'm back. Hi. Whatever. You called my bluff, I guess. Okay, make me forget, I guess.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Sure. Everything goes dark and you die. Delightful. Chapter 1 here on the print. What do you mean? What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real Slay the Princess starts here? What?
Is a princess.
What are you Are these achievements are what?
You're here to slay
everyone is psyching me out right now.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? For context, this greater creature is the thing that princesses are made of? Okay. So if you kill her, you kill all the princesses. Oh, great! So I should do that then, I guess. Okay, okay, to the cabin, I guess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll
yes, go to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
okay,
bare.
yeah, the cabin
the
looks
air is
about the
stale
same
and musty,
as before.
And the floor and walls
okay,
are
now there was
layer
another
of dust.
skipped
The only furniture of
frame
note
thing.
is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You know what? I'm not going to take take it this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you, I suppose.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yes, hello.
You walk
Oh,
down
you
the
look very
stairs and
normal.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
The voice of the hero, stop being a simp to a woman you've never met. Yes, stop being a simp. We need to kill this woman. Also, I have my own pristine blade on my desk right now. It's plastic. Oh, that's my favorite material for blades to be made of. I'm going to go eat BRB. Okay, well, see you when you are RB Septubulanti. Enjoy
She's
your food.
Beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
What? Don't talk simps. You'll summon the voice of the simp. I think that I think that we've already met them.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I don't know, maybe. Hang on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Oh.
She pauses,
Do you not
carefully
know?
formulating her words before she responds.
You'll summon the Simp's son! No, not the Simp's son. If we summon him, then he'll make us have a cow, man.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Alright, well, Princess it is, I suppose.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
That's not an answer.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Yes, of course, everyone has a name. My name is SpookBox. That's the only name I have. The only name I need.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Well, maybe she just needs time to think of it. Have you ever considered that? I mean, it takes a long time to come up with a good name. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
And what is that?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Also, my ears are ringing. Did someone mention the voice of Simps? Yes, we did. What do you know anything about that, Rowdy?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I don't know anything. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what I've been eating or drinking, yes, that's what Sky has been wondering.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
So you don't need to eat or drink?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Seems interesting to me. Do you ever think about chat as basically like your version of the voices? That's a good point. Yeah, you are kind of like voices from some other realm that I am unconnected to. Just observing and commenting on everything that we do here in this dimension.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
Have you ever seen the movie The Voices with Ryan Reynolds? No, I have not.
She doesn't know.
What
She's
is that
been down
about?
here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
I'm curious.
It's not like you'd believe me.
What makes you think that? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. If I wanted to see you for myself, I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. I'm not sure what to believe. He hears his cat and dog talk to him, and they act as if angels on his shoulder. His cat tells him to kill people. That sounds very interesting. I would maybe like to see that movie.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
That's a weird
I don't
thing to
remember
say.
much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long? Like 3 years long? I feel you there.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, we asked, but they didn't say that. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I examine the chains, I
Walk up to the
suppose.
chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I just saw a knife up there.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I mean, that's not a bad choice. I don't hate that choice.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay, who's responsible for this
Someone else
now?
here?
Hey, let
Your
me
shouts
out!
and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
So the princess is stuck in a void, takes a name from her role, and is some sort of supernatural being. The princess is SpookBox. And they're both absolutely adorable. No, I am nothing like the princess. I'm not relating to this this situation at all. I promise. Okay, how...
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, how am I supposed to slay the princess if I left a knife up there?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, I can't go back up you're the one locking me out, I think.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Can't we just, like, choke her out or something?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Apparently, I don't know
If
who
I could
they
just get
is.
out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Why did the music change?
She barely
Oh my
hesitates
God!
before raising her
Oh
arm to her
jeez.
mouth, her teeth tearing into her name with the determination of
I'm
a
just.
trapped wolf.
I was in. Of course, I'm not scared by any of this that I'm seeing right now, but you mortals have some some sensitivities to stuff like that, I'm told. So I have this image here.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here,
there's the
but if there's
blade.
a time to strike, it's now.
Okay.
Or we could use it to free her.
I
You
don't.
won't like what happens if you do that.
Anyway, yes, I'm killing the
hesitation.
princess.
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally,
Oh, look, feathers. Maybe we are a
the
bird or
wound
something.
drives her to the ground.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Okay, kill him.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Not really, I'm just confused.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Yeah,
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
What do you mean, why did I do that? I don't know. The game is called Slay the Princess. Come on now.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
The glitches are happening more. The princess is messing with something.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
All right, whatever.
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Oh, the cursor has blood on it now. That's neat.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Die!
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Yes, finish the job.
You steel your
What are you
resolve
talking
and take
about?
another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Why are you even trying to slay her at this point? Because I don't think listening to the wise old man slaying the villain is all that evil. I don't know. I'm supposed to kill things. That's what I exist to do. And I'm not good at it. So I haven't done it I'm killing the princess,
This is
whatever.
I wanted to happen. I have a duty to state the facts of the
Screw
situation.
all of you.
and
I'm killing the
honestly,
princess.
It's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards
You've already
you.
done that with Spook. Sometimes you come off less as evil and more chaotic neutral.
The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor Princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the Princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
Okay.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Yes, I'm a monster. This is what I do.
You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
That's what they all say.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
There. I'm dead. And now we're back to this, I guess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I've heard all of this before. Whatever. Okay, we go to the cabin. We go.
A warning before you go any further.
Seriously?
She will lie, She will cheat.
I know.
And she will do everything in her power to... Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Oh, the voice of the Opportunist. There's a new one here. I guess Cold isn't here yet.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm surprised we're on this path, though maybe I shouldn't be. Why do you say that?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And yeah, different choices, different path, different voice. Alright, take the blade.
Take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Into the no, I'm not. Okay, maybe I should save. I don't know. But into the basement we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Very
the weak
strange.
starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
This is the path of betrayal. I was thinking we'd shift it to, let's just say, a path Rowdy would really like. Well, I'm interested what that path would have been.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Perhaps you should attempt reconciliation with the princess. More than just physical pain, you seem to have deeply wounded her emotionally. Maybe
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello, hello?
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world.
After all, it's clear at
There's
this
no
point
reasoning
death
with
means
what
very
she
little.
is. Look,
Maybe.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yeah, she does seem
Do you want to hear what everyone has to
right
say?
now.
Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Well, I mean, that seems to be a lot
Fine,
of what we do.
fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh, hello.
You descend the basement steps,
She has a tail now.
entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Oh, come on now.
No. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty
I
sharp.
suppose.
How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
For once.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Oh, well, that's unusual for you.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
The voice of the Opportunist is kind of annoying. I don't
Is it
like
all
him.
behind us?
Or it.
Just focus on the task at hand.
I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
I'd say if you could throw out the blade, perhaps this...
Let's chat her up a bit
What?
first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
And I seem to remember you not having a cat-like smile. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Well, jokes are what we do here. But you scared me, okay? When she didn't scare me, but you know, I'm just saying that.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
That's fair. I mean... Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
She has literally become uwu, yes. And
Do you know what the word mutually
irritated
means?
at that,
Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
well, the arrangement that you are offering doesn't seem to have anything of me. Okay. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Thank you.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I'll give her the blade.
You can't be serious.
I mean, what's the better choice that you have?
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
No.
As do I. I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Sure, give her
You're
the
going to
blade.
get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Yeah,
She
we
eyes it
threw
with
the blade
suspicion
away.
before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Because I'm not you.
You hear a clanging of
I'm
metal
better.
against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
She could just get out of there the whole time?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her.
Exactly, that's what I just said.
We sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
This seems like a good place to save.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Of course, no. She couldn't have gotten out of there any time, only when it was funny. I see how this works.
What do you think happens now?
I'm guessing one of us is going to die. Okay, let's look at our choices here. What, spook hero confirmed? No, I'm not a hero, and I'm not going to be shipped with this hero, okay? That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Well, I must say that this choice is this is very I'm curious what will happen if we go on this. She does look quite beautiful like this, to be honest, but that doesn't if one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Oh no, no shipping, just arguing. You may be better than at hero stuff than evil. How dare you! I'll show you. I'll do something. You're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me.
Hey, that someone is me, and yes, you're right. That is exactly what I would do.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
You know me too well.
The princess grits her teeth, and her cunning gaze once again meets yours. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Okay, well, that's about what I should have expected.
No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
I mean, it seemed the most
dances
logical.
across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it! I got you! You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
I don't know. Seemed cool at the time.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn. Past life gambit. Hand your power to a suspicious character.
You're on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Oh, the voice of the cheated is here now.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Look, I mean, the cycle of violence, to be honest, is underrated. I love the cycle of violence.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Why letting her kill you seem cool? Said you gave her a chance to take control and get revenge on you. Consequence 3. I don't know anything. Besides the arm thing, so far you're avoiding the paths with the bad stuff. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just trying to get through all of this.
Like that changes anything. We all know.
Oh wait, do you mean like the
doesn't even matter
the
if
gore
she's
and
nice this
stuff?
time.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
I think you should listen to Cheated. Seems like kind of a dickhead.
Great. So you've obviously
I
been
know,
here
I think I'm
before,
kind
since
of...
you apparently died at least once.
I
Twice,
think he's just
actually.
saying what I'm hearing. Frankly, it doesn't seem consequence-free for her anyway.
Sure.
She seemed a little shaken by having
Twice.
killed you so easily.
Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Okay, but even now, I'm sure she understands that. We can see for herself what she has to say when she gets
Yes,
to the cabin.
good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
Shut up,
I'm not
opportunist.
sure
No one
it
likes
counts
you.
as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
I
Trust
don't
in what
understand
plan?
any of this.
The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest. If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is, and you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
I think the voice of the opportunist is trying to get you to use the Dennis system. I can't go Dennis. There's only one direction, and none of them are Dennis. Seem to be taking the whole looping thing in
What
stride.
do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. Great! Not even he really seems to get what's going on.
What?
If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening?
Yes, why?
Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important
I
that you
don't like
believe
this
in yourself,
this
and the fact you're
narrator.
here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts like killing the princess? What happens if we just leave?
She gets out is what happens. Maybe not right away, but eventually. And a world that's doomed tomorrow is just as bad as a world that's doomed today.
Look, it's simple. Some kind of a multi-dimensional outer god is trying to reassemble itself by sending you through multiple worlds to retrieve parts of itself by killing or befriending them, clearly.
I'm not sure I buy
of course.
that. Everything has to end eventually.
Why didn't you
If it
say that
takes
before?
years to get out of there
Totally
and supposedly
straightforward.
end the world, then we've bought everyone that time, and all without having to murder anybody in the process. Not that she's innocent, but murder is unpleasant and risky. It could be a better solution for everyone. You're here to permanently end the threat she poses. You're not here to temporarily postpone it.
It's really hard to do that, though. Okay, let's go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
There's more frame skips happening.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Yes. I mean, the game said after you brought the
interior of the cabin
princesses
is
to the
hardly an
many arms
interior
dimension, I
at
just
all anymore.
simplified it a little.
The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here. Charred
Wait, but
wood
then
still
where's the
reeking of ash.
princess?
But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Because we gave her the blade. You can always try to be as kind as possible, even if it ends poorly. Your own demon can always choose to be kind rather than cruel. Princess will marry the bagel. Will, Okay, so my options are be kind, be cruel, or make her marry the bagel. Which of the... Well, Trying to be kind has never gotten me anywhere good in my life. But
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
I mean, okay, you're making sense.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Do you even know how this is supposed to work?
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
How often have you tried to be kind? I tried to do it a lot once. And look where it got me. I'm here now. So... clearly it didn't do me any good. I even get down there, the only thing I see is a mirror.
Why didn't you mention the mirror?
You stop mentioning the mirror.
I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah, it counts for something. He's either a liar or he doesn't hold all the cards. I think we already knew it had to be one of those. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement.
Look,
the entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room.
I don't know about marrying the bagels.
Approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
Maybe you just need to keep being kind. Practice makes perfect, right?
Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you?
I did. It looked like there was.
As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
You know, imagine having to play this game and read all these lines. This game being fully voiced is a blessing. Yeah, there's quite a lot of reading.
Figures.
And very nice voice acting.
Seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished.
It looks
Yet
like
fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
Yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle of try to kill you and doesn't work. You try to kill me, it doesn't work. all just comes back around, an endless cycle. At least you want locking me in a fucking cupboard.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know if I know anymore. I don't know what I want.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Maybe try to give the killing a rest. SpookBox, do you need a hug? No, that's not how demons are. I don't know anymore. Maybe.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I'm not here to laugh, I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Does she even want to do that at this point?
Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. It does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
I don't know anymore.
Obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been.
Besides,
Oh, right, yes, that's
would
an
really
option.
stick
We'll
it to
we'll
him
do
to
that.
free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
We'll get another chance.
That sounds like
That's
a splendid
how this
idea.
works.
You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
We know what his say is.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I just wanted my blade back here on your own. That sounds like something I would do, but I don't know. I feel like I should cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Okay, shut up, Disco Elysium assholes. Just
Even if he'll
go,
stick a
just
knife
do
in our
it.
back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
Free
Yeah,
her.
united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
Just go ahead and
Take
free
the
her.
blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Is she like wearing a top right now?
Is that
It's
really all
unclear.
you've got? Threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
The feeling is mutual.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Okay, so she's just gonna keep wearing the thorns, I suppose? Just really hate the people who put us here.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Hug her? I don't know if that's a great idea. There's lots of thorns.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Just cut into the thorns, step into the thorns. She works on aerial logic or poison ivy. Which one? Oh yes, I like the seashell bra and whatever. Does poison ivy really have something like that? I cut into the thorns. Or step into them. I feel like I need to save. I feel like this is a trick. I feel like if I cut into the thorns, it's going to cut her somehow.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yes, there we go. Of course.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Do you really
It feels
know what
so
will
good
happen?
to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Yes, now if you betray me, I'll be upset. Let's go.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What are those sounds?
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
What?
Why is it so cold?
Oh, fuck you. What? The fucking entity again! Why? What did they want? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will he ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get
But
scared.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
It's gonna do something.
They think it's bad. I'm with them.
It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
I guess we're back here now. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always makes someone leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Back to the cabin we go. Well, what we'll find here, we probably know.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I'm sure you are.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, you've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Ask about the vessel. Have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
This is a cosmic being. I get the issues, but I don't see dialogue in a situation like this that you could do better. If she was more comprehensible, she wouldn't be as alien. I think that these otherworldly beings just want to be more complicated to make them seem cooler. How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Well, time to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods.
I can never remember
And at
for
the end
sure,
of that
but I believe the
path
total
is
is
a cabin.
4 out of 5 total
And in the
routes to
basement of
complete
that
her
cabin
and reach
is a
the ending.
princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, well, thanks for telling me what to do.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find
Into the cabin we go, I guess. What was that path you were talking about that Rowdy would like?
Bare.
I would like
the
to
air is stale and musty,
check
and
into
the
that.
floor and
Look
walls are
at that
painted
one
in a
if I
fine
can.
layer of dust.
Oh,
The only
4 or
furniture
5.
of note
Okay.
is a plain wooden table. Perched
So
on that table is a pristine
we've either
blade.
done 2 or 3 routes.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Of course you would think that. I'm not going to use it for that reason.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Who's there?
Well, that's an
She
interesting
sounds
voice.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
This is different.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hello.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I have a feeling that we're on that path that I was talking about anyway.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
You didn't pick up on it last time. Yes, how can we do that this time?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
All the Princess Chapter 1 lines are voiced differently depending on if you take the knife or not, but I took the knife the first time, and it seemed different.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Oh, chat ate my message explaining the route. Dang
Thank
it.
you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Try to send it again, I suppose.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Drop the blade, talk, then go for the slay later.
We'll be fine.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
yeah, this is a bit awkward. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Sorry, a relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Uh-huh. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Here because you're supposed to end the
Don't
world.
just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay, the way you said that before, but it sounds more sinister now.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Well, no. I'm sure they have their reasons.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
I suppose
Like I
you've got a
said,
point.
it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, The princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't know who to trust.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
So she didn't say
Again,
princess
she
that
offers
time.
no specifics, no matter.
How long have you been down
Too
here?
long.
Okay,
Oh,
talked enough.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
So, slay now? Is that what we do to get to this? Crocomancer. I may not trust the narrator, but I trust you just a little bit. I don't know what to trust at this point. Slay now, and you get the route I mentioned earlier. Well, I don't know what this will accomplish, but let's try.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't
I guess
stop there.
not.
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Ouch.
As you
Those
lie,
must be very
crushed and
tough, very
broken on the
tough
basement
material.
floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
I get the sense that my attempts at being something of a moral compass isn't doing much here. Well, we either have to kill these people or we have to do
Is
something.
this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
I don't know how I feel about what's happening.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, well, let's see what happens there. Well, we didn't kill the princess. We didn't kill the princess that time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I mean, that's what he wanted, right? He wanted me to not kill the princess, and we didn't do it. Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Do we
might
get a
as
new
well just pledge
the voice
ourselves
of the
to her
broken.
and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to
Okay, so
overpower
this one
us.
has some content warnings. Okay, for the record, this wasn't the route I was thinking of. Well, what was I supposed to do for the other one? And what's this one then?
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either
Also,
would be terrible.
what are the content warnings
So
that you were
please
referring
try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Alright, well, we'll
The
see
interior
whatever
of the
this
cabin
is.
is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Forced Alt F4? What? Well, like, it's good. What does that mean?
We don't feel small. We are small.
He didn't say anything at the mirror again, but you know, would you say that is a ladder or a step ladder?
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
A forced suicide and forced self-mutilation. That feels like all of this.
There's definitely a mirror.
That feels like that's happened
There isn't.
before.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
This guy is a downer.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
I just get this very strong, sad feeling when I talk to them.
For what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Okay, okay,
As do
there's a
I.
mirror.
Yeah,
Yes.
There is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Okay, let's look in the mirror
Walk up
just
to
to
the
be
wall
sure.
next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous
Okay,
you
I
look.
suppose.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Whatever, let's just go into the basement, see which version of the princess we have now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Say, does anyone else feel like singing Steven Universe songs right now?
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
I unfortunately think I'm relating to the broken just a bit. I can trust that you are not as worthless as this character
Should we be
seems to
worried
think
about your sudden
he
change in
is.
attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Which Steven Universe song were you talking about?
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
She's floating.
Drop it.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
That just seems like a good idea right now. I don't I don't know.
And yet you did.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
I don't know what's
Kneel.
I mean, let's be honest here. She's making a convincing argument. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to save. Well, run isn't an option, unfortunately. No.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird.
Oh, okay.
No.
That wasn't
why
a
don't we
choice
talk?
that we get.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Well, did you not think? Did that thought not occur to you before? Why are we here then?
The old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
I don't even know what the world is right now.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Wait, so is this why you said that we're birds? Is this the thing?
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
It does. But why did she say the last time we met?
Yeah, we've been here before.
We've been here before. We've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Why can she fly?
He's being
Why
melodramatic,
can she
but the
fly
point
now?
stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Is this knife even
Well,
gonna
be
do?
damned.
What are we gonna do? Stab
That's
her
not
ankles?
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
But pessimistic thoughts are all I
The
have.
stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay, I have some questions.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
Oh boy. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, I mean, I was warned that something like this might happen at this, but What are we gonna? What are we gonna do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Okay, but what? Yeah, why can't you break the chains?
Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Shut up, Broken. No.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Which song? Does it go something like, all I want to do is see you turn to a giant woman?
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I don't know what's going on
And from
in my
your
brain
act of
about
utter
this.
devotion and submission springs a new dawn.
I
a better dawn.
I don't feel right
Submit
about
now,
this.
Submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
No. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Technically that's true for her, I guess.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay, see, she understands. This is what I was talking about earlier, actually. What I am is something meant to destroy Jukebox. That's my whole point. Why would I do other things? Okay, I mean, no, I can't. No, I wouldn't want to do. No, I'm not
I
gonna.
say,
Yeah, no.
perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Needle?
Do it. It's what she wants.
No.
No objections here.
Wait, what?
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Why?
As your eye falls
Okay.
on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh. Okay, we can't do these other ones.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Quiet,
Okay,
broken.
Yeah, we can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Hang on. What? Okay.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
I would consider myself quite loud, Shadow, to be honest.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
No,
Don't
that's
have
not.
to listen to
well,
her.
no.
You're armed. Just
I
steel
don't
your
wanna
nerves,
do that
step
one.
forward and end this.
Okay, well, this is a loaded answer here.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
That's not what I meant.
Your hand lifts the blade
No.
and brings it towards
No.
your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
I don't like this. Hero, wake up. I don't like this. Hero, wake up. No, you, No. Maybe we should have just submitted to her earlier. That would probably have worked better than whatever this is or something. I don't know. I don't know what we could have done differently here.
No,
Okay.
you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
Oh, you need to defy every command to pull this off. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the... Yeah, I guess that, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever.
Remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you, quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Are you talking to me or the narrator?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Wait, what? It's impossible. She isn't supposed to be... Okay.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
I don't know if I like this
No.
anymore.
What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, okay, the narrator's dead.
You bring the blade to your neck.
Oh,
You slice
or
the
not
soft
quite.
flesh,
Flesh,
severing veins and arteries.
arteries.
Your blood flowing freely down your body.
Yeah, no.
It's a painful lesson in obedience,
Yes.
but the pain won't last forever.
No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
Okay. Well, we don't have time to unpack all of what just happened there.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already? I think this is 3. Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5.
How many realities are we on at this point?
Numbers like 5.
Wait, what? I keep skipping something. Feels like the numbers getting thrown out here are too big not to be abstract.
Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread.
Don't think
Just
too
because
much
you
about
can't
all that happened
personally
in there.
sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her. Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
I think we should kill her this
So what?
time or something.
Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us. Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves.
Yeah, let's just get on with it.
Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants. You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
Yeah, the voice of the broken needs to go to sleep.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Alright, well, let's, yeah,
But a great and horrible change is already underway.
Oh, great.
The ground
Now what's
quakes
this
beneath
about?
your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Be quiet,
You
voice
already
of
know
the broken.
everything you need to know.
What? Any words? I keep accidentally...
As you step forward, the cabin explodes.
Okay, what
Fly
now?
backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Jesus. Or Satan. Lucifer? Something? Oh no, she's even bigger now.
Paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know how we're getting out of this one, guys.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Hey, funny one, didn't you say something about a third option earlier?
Yeah, we could always run away, right?
I mean, I don't know what good that would do at this point.
To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all
This is
ruining
a boss
the moment
fight
of
now.
our reception. Have you no respect for the divine?
No, I'm not. Well, or I could. No, no. No, blade.
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
I think there's a couple, like a lot of pegs.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you going to do with that tiny blade? Give her a scratch?
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging. See how everything's floating around her? I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard. You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Alright, we're going to frickin' kill ourselves a princess!
You launch yourself towards the princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
That's right, she doesn't. So she has no idea what she's in for.
I say go with the eyes.
With a heavy thump, you land on her chest.
Oh,
It's
of
now
course
or
we
never.
do.
We've come this far. Let's take it home.
Or we okay, I wanted to go for the eyes.
Her skin is like steel. Though you stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
Come on!
You see? It was always pointless.
Shut up, Broken! We're beyond this!
And how beautiful it is to be so close.
It's
Why
not
are you
pointless,
like
It
this?
can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
If it was so inescapable, then what would be
She
the
thinks
point
she's
of
so
this?
much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
Yes, I'm gonna freaking destroy. I have to be able to destroy you. I'm SpookBox.
You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as pride.
Yes, go for the eyes.
Yes, let's give her something to remember us by.
That's what I was saying.
You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky
And then nothing. She could never be harmed by.
Shut up, Broken. There we go. I knew it. The eye. That's always the best place to.
It pierces
them.
her cornea. She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand. You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
Wait, did we do it? I expected it would be harder than that.
You're not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand.
The princess
I'm
holds up
still
her
gonna kill
monumental
you.
hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light.
I mean, you're not wrong, Sky, but jeez,
The Inferno
this is
incinerates
annoying.
everything that is
I
you.
just want to kill her.
No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
That's what you meant. That's what you meant by it's hot, obviously. The fact that...
You leave me no other choice. Suffer for the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation will purify its bones.
Bitch, I'm already damned. I was born in hell. There's nothing left to burn, yet still you persist amid a world unraveled.
And I feel small. I thought I was everything. But I'm no better than you, am I?
No, you're okay, there's the hands. There we go with the hands. Again with the hands. That was a lot more hands than before. Alright. We're back. Oh, wow, I've got to, leave a divine being with a blind star. I got a rare achievement that time. That was a rare one. Yes, because obviously I, the Miss SpookBox 8, the great demon, am the only one that's good enough to defeat such a powerful godlike being or whatever. Oh, I've withered. That's unfortunate. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay, back to the cabin. Oh, it's just ahead now. Hello.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
Yeah, you've definitely
To look at
grown.
any
I've
one is
noticed.
to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I don't know how to feel either.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god, waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Okay, you can't be a contradiction. Contradictions
And yet
don't
my
exist.
waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Just to be clear, you aren't that close to an end. Hate to say it, but maybe worth calling the stream after this conversation. I suppose you have points.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I don't know what she's talking about. Nothing about me is a contradiction at all.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Just want all of this to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
You know that at the end of this, once you've finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Well then. I'm ready to
I
go
will
back.
be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods.
I'm going to save here. Alright, well, that was... that. Oh, it's the pristine cut because the pristine blade. I get it. I understand. I see what you. I totally understand everything about this. Well, that was interesting. Well, I killed a lot of those princesses. Quite a lot. You know, don't. For the record, you haven't seen any of the pristine cut content thus far. Interesting. Well, yes, this was fascinating to watch. Yeah, I hope it was. Don't think about anything that I've said or done today and what it says about me or anyone. Thank you. Thank you, Crocomancer, for gifting this game for me to play. It was an experience. I've got a lot of things probably need to think about. You know, of whether I continue this game or not. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, I'm Miss SpookBox 8, and oh yeah, I killed 2 regular princesses and 1 god princess. That's a pretty high success rate. That is a lot of things. But yeah, I'm Miss SpookBox 8, and thank you for a spooky time. It's very spooky.